back.
Ready, set, strike, play. Hey, move.
Lance going to put it up right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And right away, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Lance now to throw.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got some space here. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle, and that is incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident, I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl is unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lance looking to throw it. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink. They partnered almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. The Jaguars have the early lead here. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Come on, step.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Lawrence to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lawrence. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Lawrence going to throw again.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, exit. Hey, Silver. 164, reach.
Now Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
On 1st down, Lance. He's got him in, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Let's go now. Practice, sit. Right.
Lance now on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance, open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Lance now on first down. They'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Lance toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here we go.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And Graham on the ground. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. It's Graham again with the catch, just like the last play. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 135 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, Parker, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
From the 27, Lance. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lance. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Come on, set. Ball red.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lance. This pass finds McCaffrey going across the middle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Lance. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Lance and company going on 4th down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lock it for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 170 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Lawrence on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They go play action now. Lawrence. It's caught outright by Graham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Here's Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Lance. That's caught by Sims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books, and ready to go for the 4th.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. That's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 27, Lawrence. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On the set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Boy, 184 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
Let's go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 17 yards out. And the Jaguars are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Got him McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down. Lance looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
I think you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.